Ever since I started playing GTA, I was grinding all sorts of different paying jobs. Little noob Ivan first started with motorcycle businesses, eventually moving on to vehicle cargo. Ultimately, when the update came out, I then moved on to the job offers from the garage thingy, you know the one. And on top of all that, I got a nightclub somewhere in the midst of it, so I was doing a bit of side money from that. I tried doing the Diamond Casino heist with Philip, but as you might guess, I'm still waiting for him to do the friggin' heist with me. But that changes today. For today, Ivan shall do Cayo Perico for the first time. But we first gotta meet Madrazo and buy the Kosatka. Let's go. Ivan goes into the music locker for the first time ever in his life, only to probably do it once or twice more for a video. I never go to the music locker. I don't even attend my own nightclub for Vadim's sake. Anyway, Ivan tries going in sneaky bricky without paying, but the game won't let me. Capitalism. One day I shall destroy it. After paying $100, which is like the entire economy of Belarus, I go in. I meet Madrazo, who dresses like a football player. No sense of style. Ivan's drip is vastly superior. Adidas and SadSlav all the way. He whines to a random Gopnik from the street who had to probably rob a store in order to afford paying to get in here about his problems. Apparently this El Rubio dude got a lot of spicy info about his family, and he decided the best person to get it back from him is a Balkan war criminal. Okay, Madrazo, whatever you say. Ivan half-heartedly nods as an agreement to rob a paranoid Colombian drug dealer. First Ivan pissed off the Europeans by being Serbian, so check. Then Ivan pissed off the American Western spies by creating an insurgency and capturing Paleto, so check. Now we are gonna piss off basically the entire country of Colombia, since I'm pretty sure most of the country works for this El Rubio dude. Oh, actually I forgot to piss off the Chinese Communist Party. That's gonna be a quick one. Taiwan is a country. Okay, check. Now let's get ourselves a death warrant in South America. Ivan loves collecting those. Not him again. I hate English, Dave. I'm European. It's in our genes to hate other fellow Europeans, especially the English.
I mean, I've seen him 3 days in, gurning like a trout, bottle of bubbly in one hand, AK in the other, chasing some fucking supermodel down the beach on a panther, mate.
Switch the panther for a bear, the wine for vodka, and you got Russia in a nutshell. Anyway, Madrazo starts telling us about an old Russian submarine that's for sale. It's obvious that Vadim stole it and is now selling it to finance his crippling butter addiction. That bloody urot who lives in my attic and steals butter from my fridge at 2:47 at night. Anyway, we finally get to move, and the first thing we shall do is dance to hard bass. Enjoy, comrade.
Школа колбасы, веселее, пацаны. Раз, это хардбас, все спортивку Адидас. И на найке, пацаны, слушаем хардбас басы. Этот стайл любим, не ждем все в ритме колбасы. 150 ударов тут, пацаны, спортивка.
I love that his dancing style looked precisely like something you would see on a Slavic meme compilation video on YouTube. Alright, now let's buy the Kosatka. Oi, blin, I can't afford it. Be right back. Dun, 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 dun. Listen, I can't afford music. Okay, I can actually afford it now. Ivan chooses the yellow and red color to symbolize the colors of the flag of our crew emblem. The crew is called the Union of Slavic Socialist Republics on the Social Club. We really don't like NPCs. You think I was kidding about conquering Paleto? Anyway, time to choose our flag. I love that you can have the flag of Liechtenstein, by the way. Also, there are so many Slavic flags to choose from. I'm Polish, and as any Pol or Czech will know, us Poles really like to poke fun at the fact that Czechia is landlocked and their way of greeting is to say ahoy. Usually that results in Czech comebacks that absolutely annihilate us, but I'm getting off topic. I'm currently in the position of essentially giving the Czechs a navy and actually granting them a valid reason to greet each other by saying ahoy. I of course am not gonna do that, and instead I will choose the flag of Slovakia instead, just to annoy the entire nation of Czechia. Slovakia is kind of like Czechia, except it's 90% mountains and 10% Bratislava. And they don't use ahoy as their way of saying hello. We purchased the bad boy, and now Ivan, a Serbian war criminal, is now possessing the entire navy of Slovakia. Can't tell how that could backfire. Let's go in and check it out. Ah, yes. It came with magical Soviet technology for free. Silly Kolya probably forgot to dismantle it before he helped Vadim sell it. We pull up at the Kosatka and enter. I need to name it, I can't just call it the Kosatka all the time. We are greeted by Pavel, who I would later admire despite him being an NPC. His lines are made of not from gold but pure stellenium, and they're so good that I will include them in the video. If you don't want to see the cutscene, feel free to skip ahead.
Don't touch anything! Come through here, mind your head. Ah, Capitan! I have been expecting you. Come, welcome aboard. She is beautiful, yes? The jewel of late Soviet-era naval engineering, with state-of-the-art systems and upgrades. Yes. Ah! Converted to be fully operational by skeleton crew of what? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Pavel, helmsman first class, also chief engineer, gunner, radar technician, and cook. Huh? You join me for red caviar later. 20 years old, but tastes like it was canned yesterday. Don't worry. We have not taken a leak. No, this is Moon Pool. Allows for storage and launch of secondary craft, submersibles, so on, but we are getting ahead of ourselves. Come, double time! Your friend, Mini Madrazo, gets in touch with me just in time. I was about to get involved in some serious geopolitical bullshit, but who wants to get stuck on the bottom of the ocean with 3 IA agents and angry blogger? Before that was on Brazil-West Africa route. Now that was easy money. Don't touch this. Before that, I faked sailing accident for Liberty State Governor. Not so easy. Don't touch this either. Before that, North Pole. Touch this, and we all die. Before that, I forget. The 90s in Russia were a hell of a drug, huh? These you can touch. Now, the Caribbean, huh? Mini Madrazo explained me the details. This is quite a plan you have hatched, huh? I should let you know, these will not be the first sensitive documents I have liberated. But Mini Madrazo pays better than the Canadian government. I think, yeah. This man you are robbing, Juan Strickler, El Rubio? Cartel boss, cocaine manufacturer, all around bad guy. His little island is better fortified than many countries. Fortified compound, barracks, airfield, sea defenses, air defenses. The documents will be behind it all, hidden away. You will have to plan. You will have to research. There are many ways to thread a needle in a haystack, huh, my friend? This is why you need me. Huh? You want to know what the element of surprise looks like, my friend? You are standing in it, huh? You have never had a base of operations like this before, I think, huh? Periscope, there. Helm, here. Torpedoes. Huh? And Navy wine. This I not show you. And room for upgrades, guided missiles, sonar, if you can afford them. Any questions? First order of business, you must get onto the island and take a look around. There is executive private party, and you are the entertainment. Or with the entertainment, you are the DJ's tour manager. I have it here, son. Yes, it is, kind of music. Adam Port, Rampa, and me, and you. You are number 4. You will meet at executive airport, and off you fly. I will be lurking in the deep, like post-Soviet Kraken, telling you what to do on the radio. Now, whenever you're ready, the bridge is yours, Capitan. Just press go.
Okay, first we must gather intel on the island and Madrazo files and where Pavel keeps his navy wine. Okay, last one is side quest, but still. We meet up with this kind of music at some private terminal where the Englishman himself is waiting for us. We fly to the island while partying, NKVD approves. Even the pilot is drunk. Life is good. And then life is not so good because we have to do a mission that could result in our immediate death if caught by the rogue-infested armed people with guns and rifles and guns. But first, El Rubio. He wishes me to drive, which is a questionable decision since this is my first time here. We drive to the party beach place. My mission is to sneak out and do all the heavy lifting while English Dave stays and gets absolutely stoned. I sneak past the armed people armed with rifles and guns and rifles. We managed to get to the checkpoint, which is heavily guarded. Is this a good time to point out that I did zero prior research before doing Cayo? Yeah, for some reason I thought the best way to get past the checkpoint was to swim beside it. Little did Ivan know that the accessibility of the island is left at an absolute minimum. Before I managed to find the spot where I can enter the island, I had to swim all the way around this stupid island without a boat. Any idea how much pressing X on my controller that was? I pressed that cursed button more than the amount of brain cells my friend Philip has. Bad example actually, you can beat it by playing GTA for 10 minutes. You get the point. After what felt like hours of pain, I get on land and now have to look for some communications tower do that thing. I located and entered the premises. Silly Ivan does know what he's looking for, and before I realize the danger, I am caught by a guard. This time I actually sneak through the checkpoint instead of swimming myself to death. Man, I kinda wish Pavel gave me a lift. I go sneaky bricky and get past the armed guards armed with armor and guns and rifles and guns and armor, and I yet again get to the tower. Oof. The thing that I'm looking for is upstairs and now I have to hack it. It involves numbers, which proves to be an immense challenge for Ivan, cause can't count higher than 4. After an immeasurable amount of time, Ivan hacks into the cameras. I have a sneak peek through the cameras and eventually located the Madrazo files. Now it's time to get to the main dock. This time acquire a jeep using the Polish method, and I'm caught again. Life is pain. Life, not good. I steal a Humvee looking Chinese rip-off version and get stuck, so I run to the dock. I take a bunch of boring photos. Once I finish doing that, I continue to be of service to El Rubio by relocating his vehicle to the airstrip. I wanna go home, but Pavel's like, no, take photo of control tower. No pizdziec, Pavel, as much as I love your lines, I have pierogi to munch on at home. Him again. Dave decides to stay and abandons Ivan, who he hardly helped anyway. Hey, we home. I use my atomizer to get over the airport fence. My brain is... It hurts my back from carrying it sometimes. We enter glorious Kosatka, change clothes, and Pavel shows me around the Star Wars planning board thing. As our first mission prep, we shall equip our beautiful underwater cruiser of death. I achieve terrorism and enter Madodo to fly to the Myriader testing site thing where they keep equipment. We need their like sonar blocking technology. I fly to our destination and drown looking for an entry point. Once Evans overcomes this problem, he is diagnosed with another. The crew is armed to the teeth. Only my friend, the Saiga shotgun, is capable of dealing with such nuisances. Fortunately, the sonar blocky do that thing spawns relatively close and I managed to obtain it without dying. Remember when I was alive? Yeah, I missed that. I didn't deal with the horde of buzzards waiting for me on the surface, so I basically become the white girl in this picture for the next 2 minutes. After being shredded to pieces like a little bullion, I take out a sniper rifle and shoot the crew of the helicopters. And then I whip out the missile launcher cause it's more efficient. Finally, I managed to get to the Kosatka. First prep over, let's do another one. You know what, let's skip the whole prepping part, since there's like a billion of videos out there of people doing it. Who knows, maybe you do it on a daily basis anyway. What you probably don't do are these disruption missions. I start off by doing the helicopter one. My Deluxo is the fastest of aerial vehicles, so I gotta get everything on my first try. I obliterate the first target and now I'm being chased by helicopters. I don't have time to deal with them. My car windows will have to protect me for now, but when they break, I am inevitably forced to burn through my armor and snack stockpile as if I lived in Gulag for the past 20 years. I get the second target and I only have 5 minutes left. I get the third one and now it's a 2-minute race for life. I run out of supplies and I kid you not, I just barely managed to get the helicopter before I'm shot down with only 20 seconds to spare. Man, last time I was that stressed was when I served in Stalingrad with Vadim. He kept stealing the rations. And by rations I mean he stole the rats I kidnapped the night before anyway. The job was done and I reminded myself that the Deluxo is one glorious machine. It's because I added a red inside which gave it communism powers. If I didn't have the red, I would be dead by now. And I don't even have to clean the 37 liters of blood Ivan lost while doing the mission. It's time for the second disruption prep. Now we're doing weapons. We have 3 targets and each one is differently armed. I fly to the nearest one and do magic with rockets. His bodyguards are dead, but Jaboy is armed with a minigun and he got like armor made of stalinium or something. He's a real pain in the ass, not gonna lie. Fighting him was a tough challenge, but not as much as trying to recapture Butter from Vadim who stole it from me at 2 AM. Eventually I get him with a shotgun loaded with explosive ammunition. I wasted a lot of time trying to get this guy and now time is not on my side. The second dude is driving around in a vehicle of some sort. He's fairly easy to get, just gotta drive behind him and give him the good news. 3 minutes left and 1 more target to go. I get him with 1 shot, not much of a challenge. Anyway, enough sidetracking, let's do that damn heist. Oh, how could I forget it? Glorious Pavel moments.
Why was there ever a screen and a button? Now the screen is the button, or is the screen not the button? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out when we are compacted like tuna fish. So, I guess we are ready. We have a screen, so let's look at the fucking screen. See? No buttons. So, what do we know? We know El Rubio's compound is on the south side of the island. We know the files are locked in a safe, which is in the basement, and we know the basement is accessible from an elevator from El Rubio's office, which is on the top floor of the main building. Ow! Mr. Madrazo.
Ribbit, bro! Whoa! Look at this fucking shit! Oh man, I mean, this is fucking cool. This is some space age shit, man.
Where we are going, we will be far away from space as humanly possible.
Now I kind of wish I was going with you guys, but you put a ring around a general, right? First rule of war. I mean, look at this shit. It's fucking... What do these do?
Floods the boat.
Madrazo tries to do a speech, but it was cringe. I'm afraid he's not gonna be on the level of Kerensky's speech on the front lines during World War I, cool, but you gotta applaud him for trying at least. Silly Western spies can't do anything right, can't even speak properly.
My God, they just keep getting younger and dumber.
Pavel brightens up my day. Anyway, we are currently swimming to the island. I try sneaky bricky on the checkpoint, but as you might imagine, I get caught. I whip out the Kalash and start dropping enemies faster than Denmark surrendered to the Germans. I don't know why, but for some reason the locals really insist I get gonorrhea. I don't know why they say gonorrhea. It's probably a different word I just misheard, but it's still hilarious for some reason. I steal a bike and think I'm cool for a moment. I switch to a car, and if you dare ask me how I got there without dying, I will sue you. I play Counter-Strike for a moment and enter the compound. I shoot some guy so hard he temporarily enters the 137th dimension and returns. Unfortunately, the Juggernaut comes and molests me. We are down alive. I somehow managed to get him with a pipe bomb, so let's go! I storm my way to the target building and reveal to everyone that I'm retarded. Why? Because I can't seem to find a way inside for a solid amount of time. I massacre most of the compound security and it's almost daytime. Eventually, my monkey brain evolves and I find the way up. I steal a painting of your mom and get on hacking the thing I need to hack. After an embarrassing amount of time, Ivan finally enters the elevator. Once I'm downstairs, I slap in the shave-coat thingy and get the Madrazo files. When I return to the top story, I acquire the Perico pistol cause I'm running out of bullets. Ivan clears the exit route and it's not time to run away. Outside, I am attacked by more guards. I steal a bike and get to the sea. The attack boats are still after me. Fortunately, I get away. This heist should not have gone as well as it did. Everything that could have went wrong did. We get another cutscene where we learn that the Madrazo doesn't particularly like Little Madrazo, and we learn a spicy detail. I still didn't play story mode. We earn a nice 1.2 million. Question is, what are we gonna do with this money? We're gonna buy Lancia Stratos, damn it. That will be it for today. Get out of here.